Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, August 2. Jamaicans, particularly those living on the southern end of the island, are being urged to exercise caution as Tropical Storm Earl moves across the island. It's expected that parts of Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Anne, Clarendon, Manchester and St. Elizabeth will receive the bulk of the heavy rains, thunderstorms and gusty winds.
We are encouraging everyone to be ready to evacuate. If you live in low-lying or flood-prone areas, decide on likely evacuation routes now. Avoid flooded waterways, that is, fording, gullies, streams or rivers, either on foot or in vehicles.
Information Minister Senator Earl was speaking during a press conference at Jamaica House Monday. In response to the system, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has authorized the activation of the National Emergency Operations Center. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, will coordinate the national response. Meanwhile, all emergency response teams have also been activated. They include the Jamaica Defense and Constabulary Forces, Parish Disaster Committees, Jamaica Fire Brigade, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, and the National Water Commission. 24 hospitals, meanwhile, have discharged patients who can be discharged, and health centers have secured medication in preparation. Pregnant women and citizens with life-threatening illnesses are also being urged to move closer to access health services if it becomes necessary.
There are some areas of concerns that we have, and this speaks to the question of persons living in areas which are prone to flooding. You know, there is a tendency in most of these communities for persons to want to sit it out and to wait and see. We can only urge the public. Arrangements will be made if persons need transportation. Those arrangements will be made. The JUTC will be on board to provide transportation to take people out of these communities.
Reject violence and let's focus on building a more compassionate and peaceful society. That's the call from Prime Minister Andrew Holness as he addressed the Emancipation Jubilee ceremony at Seville Heritage Park in St. Anne Sunday.
We have not, as a society, fully overcome slavery. And one element of slavery that still permeates, pervades, directs, influences, conditions, cultures us is violence.
The 19th Civil Emancipation Jubilee was held under the theme United and Free, What a Jubilee. In other news, the Agriculture Ministry is reporting that the sector grew more than 13% since the start of the financial year. Portfolio Minister Carl Samuda, in making the announcement, said the ministry's contribution to the gross domestic product, GDP, is 33.3% of all the goods and services produced in the country. The Agriculture Minister said the sector is poised to achieve the overall targeted growth projection of 5%. He was addressing the 64th staging of the Denby Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show.
This is the ministry that is going to increase the level of growth in the country on whom everyone has to rely. Agriculture alone will grow the economy by 2% this year. This ministry, which combines business and agriculture, confirming our commitment to the notion that agriculture is big business. And together we are going to prove that to the rest of Jamaica and the world.
And to support the increase in agricultural production, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has instructed the National Irrigation Commission to double the hectares under irrigation. Mr. Holness said government had already started at Essex Valley in St. Elizabeth, where over 3,000 farmers are being impacted. Though the island has 187,000 hectares of irrigable land, the Prime Minister said only 12,500 is currently under irrigation.
Agriculture can be big business. Agriculture is important for growth. Keep working hard at agriculture, but keep working smart.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was speaking at the final day of the 64th Denby Agricultural, Industrial and Food Show in Clarendon on Monday. He also used the occasion to urge the Jamaica Agricultural Society to restructure its organization to meet the challenges facing farmers. And finally, the island's leaders are urging Jamaicans to break the chains of mental slavery similar to the shackles our forefathers broke during slavery.
Today, we have to similarly reject any notion that we as a nation are destined to remain poor. We have a right to prosperity. We are capable of it and deserving of it. We must eradicate this poverty mindset, emancipating ourselves from this poverty consciousness.
As proud Jamaicans, we must liberate our minds from the negative things that impede our progress.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Opposition Leader Portia Simpson-Miller were giving their Emancipation Day message Monday under the theme, Let's Get Together and Feel Alright. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.